In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your remote start working on your Ford vehicles. This should apply to Ford Edges, Ford Escapes, and Ford Explorers from about 2010 to about 2015. I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, your lock and unlock will work, but the remote start will quit working. So we'll go through a couple basic steps here and hopefully get your remote start working again. First thing you want to do, you're going to pop your hood. Right under here on the driver's side is a fuse box. And in the owner's manual, it does not specify what fuse runs the remote start. I assume it's built into some type of module, and it doesn't really say what fuse is going to run that module. So you want to check all of your fuses, make sure they're all good, none of them are blown. Next, I'll go through the driver's side. Down here at the very bottom next to the emergency brake on the left side, there's another fuse panel right there. You're going to pull that off and check all of those fuses. We just want to make sure that all the fuses are good and we're not trying to chase a problem that we can't fix with a blown fuse. Next thing we're going to do is get inside the vehicle and we're going to check vehicle settings. To do this, you're going to have to start your vehicle. Once your vehicle started, go to Vehicle Settings, hit Enter or OK. And then you're going to go down to Vehicle, hit OK or arrow over. Then you're going to scroll way down here to the bottom. There's your remote start. Hit OK or arrow over. And here's your remote start settings. You can set your climate to however you want it to start. You have duration, like how long you want it to run with your remote start on, things of that nature. So down here at System, this is where you want to be. You want to make sure your remote start system is enabled. For some reason, some of these vehicles disable themselves. I'm not sure why. This is about a 90% fix on most of these remote starts. You just want to make sure it's enabled, and if it's enabled, there is another thing you can do to get your remote start working. So you're going to back out of there. We're going to shut the vehicle off. So now we know all your fuses are good, your remote start system is enabled, and there's no check engine light on. If you have a check engine light on, your remote start system will not work no matter what you do. You have to do either erase the code or you're going to have to get that fixed. But that is one thing that will stop your remote start from working. So let's say all of that is good. The one last thing we can do to get your remote start working. Open your door, shut your door, and now we're going to start the vehicle. You're going to want your remote start in hand. This is best if you use two hands. We're going to put it on your brake. You're going to start the vehicle, and at the same time hold down your remote start button. Don't do the remote start button and then you're starting your car, and don't do them at the same time. You got to do engine start, and within 1 second hold down the remote start button on your IntelliKey for 10 seconds while your car is starting. So you're going to start it, hold down remote start, hold this down for about 10 seconds. And if this doesn't work the first time, which a lot of times it doesn't, it almost works 100% of the time on the second try. I don't know why, but this just seems to be the way it happens with some of the other ones I've done this to. So once you do that, you're going to need to shut off the vehicle. You need to either open and close the door or get out of the vehicle. I'm going to get out. And a couple other things you want to do. You want to make sure that your hood is shut. All 4 of your doors are shut. The rear hatch is closed. And you have to lock your vehicle with the IntelliKey. So you want to make sure it is locked. If it's unlocked, it will not start. If any door is open, it will not start. And on some of these, if you have the door ajar warning on your dash, it will not start that way either. You probably have a bad ground, and that's why you have the door ajar alarm on. So you want to make sure it's locked. And now hit the remote start twice within 3 seconds. And there it goes. So hopefully that works for you. Like I said, if it doesn't, for some reason, you have to do that twice. It seems like most of the vehicles I have to do that 2 times too. It usually never works on the first try. But the last ditch effort, everything's good. Start the engine, hold this down 10 seconds, and then make sure the vehicle is completely locked, everything's shut, and it should start. If it doesn't, you're probably going to have to take it to a dealer, because those are the only tips and tricks I know of to make the remote start work on these Ford vehicles. And hopefully you got yours working, and thanks for watching.